do your mirror image. And then rub your heart. And then slide your hand over to under your collarbone. And that's the beginning of your lung meridian. It's good for your immune system, lung health. And then glide your hands down the inside of your arms. And now glide it up the outside. And what we're doing is we're following the flow of chi in our meridians. So our yin meridians inside our arms, our yang meridians on the outside. So let's do 2 more of these. And then a little squeeze on your traps and brush it off. And then glide that left hand down. And now glide your right hand up. And give a little rub on your heart center. Take a deep breath in. And then slide your hands over right under your collarbone. And give a little rub. Beginning of our lung meridian. And then slide down the inside of our arms and then up the outside. What we're doing is the meridians are really close to the surface. So here's our heart and heart protector and lung on the inside, and then the paired large and small intestine, and triple warmer on the outside. So down the inside, up the out. Let's do 1 more. And a little squeeze on your shoulder blades and brush it off. And then glide your hands back to your kidneys. Give a little rub in your kidneys. Big breath in. And exhale. I'll take a breath in. And on your next exhale, glide your hands down the sort of sides and outside of your legs. And then here's a nice forward fold. So take a breath in and just exhale. Take another breath in and just exhale out through your mouth. And with your hands, give your ankles a little rub. And then glide your hands up the inside of your legs and give your knees a little rub. And then keep gliding your hands up the inside of your thighs and back to under your kidneys. So we'll do that a couple times. So take a breath in. Exhale, gliding down the outside and back of your legs. Inhale, up the insides. So again, we're going to go down our yang meridians, come up our yin meridians. So as we go down, giving our bladder and gallbladder meridians, and then our kidneys and spleen and liver. Let's do 1 more. Down, up, and then end how we started with a nice circling around your navel, your lower dantian. And then slow it down and tune in and just see where your body's at this morning. Drop your awareness down into your feet and invite your feet to just sink into the earth. Shift your weight just a little to the heels. Invite your tailbone to soften and soften your chest. And then imagine there's like a thread of white light and it's just lifting the crown of your head up toward the heavens. And then take a slow, deep breath into your hands and a slow breath out from your hands. Slow, deep breath in and a slow breath out. Let's do 1 more breath like this. And then opening your eyes and having your palms face the heavens, float your hands up. As you get right about your forehead, interlace your fingers and lift up and float your arms down. With our breath, inhale up and exhale, float down. Inhale and exhale. And this ancient movement, a couple thousand years old, is good to help regulate our triple heater, so overall balance in the body, which is pretty helpful for relaxation. Let's do 1 more. So inhale, float your hands up. And then keep your right hand up and your left hand down. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, just imagine someone sort of pulling your lower fingers toward the earth and your upper fingers toward the heavens. So then inhale as you transition, and then exhale. Inhale. And just imagine your right hand's just being pulled up to the heavens, and your left hand's being pulled down to the earth. And exhale. Let's do one more to each side. Inhale. And exhale. Stretch over. And inhale. And exhale. Now keeping your left hand up, float it down to right about your ear. Have the palm face to the heavens. And lift your right hand so it's right about your ribs. And we'll do 2 hands raised to condition the spleen and the stomach. Long name for a really lovely ancient move. So in this move, you're going to take a breath in. And as you exhale, sink into your knees as you push your hands apart toward the heavens and the earth. Now inhale, stand taller. Switch your arms and then exhale, push down. So exhale as you sink and push. Inhale, rotate your arms. So in this move, we're kind of working with a bunch of different things, but we're working with the earth element, which is connected to the spleen and the stomach. So sort of helping us sort of overall sense of belonging. Right now the world's a little topsy-turvy, and sometimes it feels like, do we really belong on this earth? And absolutely, each one of us belongs. So inhale and exhale, push away. Let's do one more to each side. And exhale. And then lower your arm and just turn your attention inward. We've just done a few moves, sort of ancient, lovely moves, and see how it feels in your body. And then you might want a little wider stance, turning from your hips and your waist. Let your arms be really heavy, and then let them knock on your lower belly and then your lower back. As we, one name for this that's my favorite right now is constant bear. So sort of embody your your bear and feel your feet really heavy on the earth, really rooted. Those legs really rooted into the earth. And then your sort of bare arms knocking on that padded body. Walking with relaxation. And then take a deep breath in, and then just let your arms and your hands swirl in front of you. Noticing the air as it moves through your fingers. Inviting that white thread to continue to connect you to the heavens from the crown of your head. And then slow it down. And then lifting your arms up, opening up your chest up to the heavens with an inhale. As you exhale, round your back and tuck your tailbone under. Keeping your knees bent the whole time. Inhale, open your chest. And then exhale, round your back and tuck your chin towards your chest. And if these past weeks, years pay their toll, considering inhale through your nose, and then whenever you want to release, it's helpful to exhale through your mouth. And then the heart sound is a ha. So inhale through your nose and it can be helpful. Let's do one more. And shake it out. And let's do the wise owl turns its head to eliminate fatigue. So here's your wings, your owl wings. And start a little bend to your knees and take a breath in. As you exhale, stand a little taller and let your owl wings rotate out so your thumbs face outward. So inhale to center. As you exhale, gently rotate your chin over the other shoulder. So inhale to the center. Exhale as your chin goes over the right shoulder. Inhale, sink. Exhale, stand a little taller. As you do this, sort of consider playing around. What happens if you like lower your chin a little bit different stretch. I'm always amazed the stretch changes if you actually put your teeth together. Let's do one more. And then shake it out. And then having your palms face in front of you, inhale as you gather energy. And then spiral your hands down. Let's do one more. Inhale and gather and spiral. Gently drop your ear towards your right shoulder. And with each exhale, let your ear get just a little closer. And then do a little circle with your chin. Maybe a spiral, or maybe a little circle, a big circle. And then back the other way. And shake it out. Let's go back the other way. So glide your hips back as you gather energy behind you and spiral so your pinkies come forward. So inhale, gather. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now drop your ear towards your left shoulder. And maybe as you do this, see what happens if you invite your shoulders to drop down. And then if it feels right for you this morning, see what happens with those little chin circles. And decide how fast or slow, and go back the other way. And drop your chin to your chest and roll up. And then putting your hands on your thighs, glide your hips back as you stick your chin out and roll up. So exhale and inhale, roll up. And this is a great movement to sort of release a lot of tension and tightness up along the spine from the tailbone to right underneath your skull. Let's do one more. And then take your hands and imagine that you. When I just think of this, I don't know how this is going to work for you, but imagine you got two tigers, right? Two really big, friendly tigers. Your hands are on their head. All of this, I just. So enjoy those tigers. Now shift your weight over to your right leg. You can't see me, but I'll come back. So start to do kind of circle your heel with your toe on the ground. And then as you feel ready, holding on gently to those tiger heads, lift up and circle your ankle. I'll like smash myself against the wall. Maybe you can see me. All right, so circle your ankle and circle the other way. And let's shift to the other side. So first warm up that ankle one way, then the other. Now, saying hello to those tigers, shift your weight to your left leg and start circling that ankle. And then circle the other way. Let's shift our weight to the other side. So now your weight's back on your right leg. And this time, circle your ankle, but include your knee in the fun. And when you're in the mood, see if you can include your whole leg and step down whenever. I've got so much dirt on this floor, so I've got a lot of things to check out to sort of focus on. So now I'll go the other way. And slow it down. So let's shift our weight to the left leg. When you do this, what happens when you sort of, I know that I always kind of do one of these, which is actually hard on your hips. So kind of invite your outside hip to sort of come down and see what happens when you circle tiger heads, circle your ankle, and then include your knee, then maybe your hip or not. The other way around. And slow it down. And then the last warm up is a new favorite for mine, which is pushing the fog aside. So in this, we're going to be working with an acupressure point called pericardium 6, or the heart protector 6. So take 3 fingers, put them on the crease of your wrist, and right where they end, I don't know, right, is a special little point. And this is great for anxiety, but also anxiety connected to energy all around us, right? So, and we can do the other one too. In this move, we're going to be crossing our wrists so that that pericardium 6 kind of magnifies each other. So you're going to cross your hands and see if you can see they're not touching. So you're going to inhale as you cross your wrists, come up overhead. And then as you exhale, float your hands down as you bend your knees, shift your hips back, and right before you're near the ground, let your head fall and roll up. So with our breath, exhale as you bend your knees, sink down. And then at the last minute, drop your head and roll up. So exhaling and inhaling. Pushing the fog aside. So it can be the fog of in our minds and in our hearts. Sort of fog of sort of outside, potentially at sometimes chaotic forces. So let's just push that fog aside. So exhale down and inhale. Let's do one more. Exhale as you come down, then drop your head, tuck your tailbone under and roll it. And then shake out your fingers, shake into your elbows, your shoulders, bounce into your heels. And this time we're going to raise up on our toes and join our palms together. There's another pericardium point smack in the middle of our palm, which we're going to join together. So we'll inhale, up on your toes, clasp your hands overhead, and another one, inhale up. Let's do one more. Great movement to release and relax. And slow down. And turn your attention inward and see what you notice. Then open your eyes. We're going to use those same points, 3 fingers from our wrist crease. So you're going to float your hands up with your wrists just like we did before. And then right about your heart center, separate your arms. And then float your hands down. So with our breath, inhale. And exhale, float your hands down. Inhale, float up. And exhale, float down. As you exhale, sink in your knees, maybe a little bit back to your heels. As you inhale, stand a little taller and ever so slightly shift to your toes. So inhale and exhale. Now, one intention for this is sort of pulling away cloudy gray energy and releasing it to the earth. So sort of all that sort of outside agitation. So inhale, float up. Exhale, send it down to the earth. Inhale, release what no longer serves us as we exhale it down to the earth. Inhale, stand just a little taller. And exhale, sink a little bit to the earth. We're going to continue doing this movement, but shift your stance so your feet are a little wider than your hips. Inhale up. This time, shift your weight over to the right. Keep your knees bent. And inhale, stand taller. And exhale, shift over to the left. So inhale, float up. And then exhale. So And as you slow, deep inhale in and a slow exhale out, invite your whole body to just release what no longer serves it and just relax into that sort of softness and fluidity. So inhale and exhale down. Inhale and exhale down. And let's do one more to finish it out. And then raising your left hand to about your heart center and your right hand to about your lower belly, your lower dantian. Picture in between your hands a cloud. This is called moving clouds. And I tell you, it changes it if you really put your attention between your hands and just feel that cloud. Now shifting your weight a little bit over to the right and turning from your waist. Now once you've sort of gotten to the end of your mobility, switch your hands. Top hand by your heart, left hand by your lower belly. Now move, gently invite that cloud to move across the sky. And maintaining your awareness right between your hands as you hold that cloud. You gently kind of invite it, nudge it, pull it across the sky. Remembering that white thread of light lifting the crown of your head up to the heavens and your feet rooted to the earth. And as you move with sort of softness, fluidity, relaxation, just bring that cloud so simple. You can even imagine the sky that cloud is in. Is it a bright blue sky or a cloudy gray sky? So gently bring that cloud. Let's take it over one more time. And then dropping your hands to about your lower belly with your arms rounded, your elbows away from your body. Sink your weight a little bit to your heels. Invite your tailbone to drop down. And my stance has gotten a little more narrow, so maybe a little bit wider stance. A little bend softness to your knees. Now turning from your hips and your waist. Float your hands up to the top of your head. Turn to center and float your hands down. So with our breath, we're going to inhale our hands up. Pause in your breath as you turn to center. Exhale, releasing. So inhale, floating up. Pause and exhale. This is the tree sways in the wind. It supports the wood element in balance. As you pull out any frustration or whatever you would like to release. So and this time, maybe pull up from the earth the energy that serves you. Sort of relaxation. So turning from your hips and your waist, floating those hands up. Exhale out. So you float your hands up. Your fingertips are actually right, sort of the crown of your head, your byway point, where energy from the divine in heavens can come in and energy to come out. So this time we'll release that energy. And slow it down. And just take a moment Just notice. And then we'll end with one of the most simplest, most relaxing moves, which is a beautiful thing whenever you're feeling that you'd like just to take any energy up here that's kind of agitating and just invite it to sink into your lower belly. So pulling down the heavens. So starting with your feet rooted to the earth. Inhale as you connect to the energy of the earth and the heavens. And then just an inch or two in front of your body. Just pull your hands down. So inhale, connect to the energy of the earth, the heavens, and then the healing sound. We're sort of working with a triple warmer. Is a he. So he. Connecting to that energy of the earth, the divine energy of the heavens, and let's do one more. Inhale in. And stand with your feet pretty close together. Put one hand over the other on your lower belly. Close your eyes and sink your awareness into your feet. Invite your toes to relax. The arches of your feet, your heels, your ankles, your knees. And see if your body wants to just sort of rock and sway. Kind of like seaweed in the ocean. Taking a slow, deep breath into your lower belly. And a slow exhale out from your lower belly. And inviting your body to just move maybe little micro movements. Trusting that the sea will hold it up. And take a moment to turn your attention inwards and see what you notice. And thank you for spending Monday morning with me.